Goals against, second best in the National Hockey League. Great year for the wily old veteran. Mike Vernon guarding the 20 tonight for the Calgary Flames. Played in 41 of their 61 games, 3.10 goals against. Fred?
Okay, as far as scratches are concerned for Boston, Sameta, Kentel, Lott, Burridge, Byers, Pluzak, Marquardt all injured. For Calgary, Natras, Roberts, Berquist, Hunter are out of the lineup. And we're underway. Ray Bourque, Glenn Wesley on defense, and they move it to Janney at center ice. It's off when Neely over the line on McCowan, wheels it back in deep, and it's intercepted. Taken over now by Calgary. They move it out to Hunter at center ice. He's checked by Bob Sweeney. And talk about a checking line. Calgary's got it here with Otto, the big guy, and Patterson and Hunter. And McCrimmon breaks it up now. Otto trying to tap it out. Is kept in by the Bruins, knocked out. Ray Bourque with it to Don Sweeney. Sweeney fires it in. Ricochets around right to Neely. Neely cutting inside, moving right in, flipping it. And Poulin, who came on, couldn't get it. There was a flip pass by Neely. Behind the nets, it is Brickley with it. Brickley trying to move it in front and can't connect with Galley. Puck knocked out to center ice. Flipped by Calgary. Otto all the way down. Back with Galley. He's on defense with Don Sweeney. Galley a quick clear out, deflects, and will be icing as McCrimmon is back for it. Just underway. At no score in the game, Boston and Calgary. And the keys, Derek.
Well, I think this game could be settled with the power play. Both clubs very good at it. Number one, Calgary with 26%. Boston, number two at 25.3%. And the Bruins got to hustle and skate. Win the little battles, I think, is going to be essential. Get that puck to a moving player, a teammate. And the goaltending is also going to be decisive. So the Bruins are pretty solid in all three categories.
And the faceoff coming up to the right of Reggie Lemlin. Doug Gilmour on against Dave Poulin. A battle for it after the faceoff. Poulin trying to clear it out with Duras. Can't do it. Now it's flipped out. Stopped by McCrimmon. Wrapped back in. Plenty of time for Galley, who's on defense. But he's jammed up on the boards. Down goes Joe Mullen. And taking control is Galley. Tries the left side for Brickley. Brickley able to move it out. And big break. Poulin coming over the line. And his shot is deflected by Suter with a marvelous defensive play into the stands as a slap shot was lined up by Dave Poulin on a good feed from Brickley. Looking at the Boston bench, Bob Sweeney there, and of course along the line, Mike Milbury.
And Mike Milbury alone for the back there for the second game in a row. Liked it in Vancouver. Got things going pretty good back there. Said he could concentrate a little bit more on the defense. The whole flow of the game wanted to try it. Said Bader Gordy Clark upstairs. Dave Poulin just a little slow releasing that shot. He let it glide to catch up to it. That's what deflected it.
And the faceoff won by Gilmour. Breaking out a Suter. Very superb offensive defenseman. Moves it in front. Peterson knocks it away. And the Bruins break it back. Christian with it. Ray Bourque coming up. Christian slides it in. Controlled off the boards by Brad McCrimmon. Trying to get it back, and the Bruins' Bob Carpenter breaks it up. Along the line. Just able. Ooh, he drilled one, and they say he was just outside the line.
Well, I think they anticipated that one. Right along the line. The whole puck. You have to see white ice between that blue line to call that. Mr. Gilmour there, Calgary Flames bench.
Head trainer Jim Murray. He does promos for the Calgary Flames. He's so famous. And there is Terry Crisp, Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls Flyer, tremendous work ethic. Any kids that really that are playing this game and someone criticized your skating, Terry Crisp made a tremendous career. I mean, he was considered a poor skater. He wasn't a poor skater. He wasn't very pretty. He certainly was effective. He worked very hard.
Boston line is nearly Bob Sweeney and Janney. Bob Sweeney took the faceoff, but it goes now to McGinnis. McGinnis is shot from center ice, and the first save by Lemlin. Quick clear out. Janney offside, lets it go to Bob Sweeney. Back for Neely. Neely a backhander and a save by Vernon. Good bid by Boston. Bourque moving in deep, keeps it in, but it rolls now to McGinnis. In the corner trying to come out. Stopped by Janney. Janney checked by Patterson, and away comes Hunter into center ice. The long shot on Lemlin. Back foot is Al Peterson. And a face-off called.
Well, with all the attention given Ray Bourque, for the North in the MVP. He's drawing an awful lot of attention. Tim Hunter, you know, he's more or less their tough guy. Nor does I would imagine. You can see the coaches talking right here to bother Ray Bork as much as you can. First shift had the same type of thing going on. That looked kind of harmless.
Teams at full strength, and the draw is back to Jamie McCowan. Shot is very wide on a deflection, and Boston works it out. Janney trying to set it up for Neely. Now Bob Sweeney moves it over the line, and the play is called offside. A face-off outside the Calgary line. This broadcast authorized by the Boston Bruins Hockey Club, solely for the entertainment of our viewing audience. Any broadcast, rebroadcast, other use of the accounts and descriptions of this game without the express written consent of the Boston Bruins, TV 38 is prohibited.
And we'll dedicate that lovely disclaimer to John and Julia Brickley, Andy's brothers up here tonight for the game. Everybody back on Melrose watching. Hello from Andy.
Kryatkin is at left wing. Russian, one of two Russian players on the team. Don Sweeney breaks over the line. He screamed that one, the play offside, but he had plenty on that.
He anticipated that shot. He came over the red line at center ice with a full head of steam. Everybody backed up, let him take that shot. He really unloaded that one. Donnie can shoot the puck, just doesn't shoot it often enough, and sometimes he doesn't get it away quick enough, but he can bring it when he can get to it.
Neuendijk has the two Russians on the wings. Makarov on the right, Kryatkin on the left. This is Kryatkin. They're both 31 years old. Play broken up in Don Sweeney. Janney. It is tipped out. And racing for it, Neely. I don't know how they can call that icing when Janney collided with a Calgary player and it went off the Calgary player's stick.
Well, both sticks were there. I think they anticipated that. All Craig Janney wanted to do was redirect it out towards center ice. They gave him the decision that he touched it. A discretion call, iffy at best. But it goes down on the other end of the building. And
given the slow pace of the game and the numerous whistles already, I'd let that one go. And you could have a big argument on that one.
And get something going. You had Cam Neely with a full head of steam because that was where the intended receiver of that redirect.
And now the face-off, Neuendijk and Dave Poulin. Poulin wins it back for Galley. He's on defense with Don Sweeney. Up the middle, Poulin tips it off on the right for Doris. Drills it in. Ricochets around for Brickley. Brickley behind the net, trying to set up a play with Poulin. Can't do it. In the corner, what for? Doris is over there. Makarov. Doris gets it. Gets it to Poulin. Back in front, block. Brickley keeps it in. He's lost his helmet. And he gets it away to Galley. Galley can't get the shot off as the Bruins involve the defenseman again. Now in the center ice, it is Makarov winding up. A speedster, good stick handler, allowed to penetrate. It's all the way in, drops it back at the line. McCrimmon is shot, tipped wide, just in front. And down goes Neuendijk, and the fans want a call on that one. And the Bruins are able to clear it out of the zone. Don Sweeney fired it up the boards. Oh, Makarov brought the fans to life here. A lead in now, Herdina going into the corner, checked by Jim Weimer on the boards. A centering pass, rolls it front, Fleury trying to get it. He's taken to the boards and down by Gould. Fans want to call again there. Suter a drive, and that's on from the left point, and a save by Lemlin. Weimer works it out. No score in the game, opening minutes. Herdina trying to move, can't do it. Right back on the right wing side is Ranheim, a rookie. Fleury is on there now, and Boston breaks it up. And over the line comes Christian. Christian, a shot, a save by Vernon, standing top of the crease. Kept in by Carpenter, in deep for Christian, looking for Walsh, the rookie, and that jam up the net dislodged. No score in the game, and we're at the Saddle Dome in Calgary. And a face-off coming up to the right of Mike Vernon. West, Walsh in its center, Carpenter on the left, Christian on the right.
Nice play there by Makarov, going wide. Very good puck handler. Just slipping and sliding, watching. He's gliding at this point.
Walsh wins it for Wesley. Wesley flips it up the boards. Carpenter there in front. Shot wide by Walsh, the rookie. Taken over by McCollum, big left winger. Played with Los Angeles. Now McGinnis gets it out to center ice. And breaking is Dana Merzen, the defenseman. For Mullen, the shot, a big save. Position save by Lemlin. Puck is knocked wide, the net dislodged again. And Joey Mullen is deadly from the position he had directly in front of Lemlin. And Lemlin, a fine stop on the former Boston College star.
Right here, Dana Merzen's coming in. The Bruins back up, give the blue line away. Right there, Mullen gets to drag it, snap it in the slot. Reggie Lemlin was just a nudge deadlier than Joey Mullen, but you cannot allow that to happen. The Bruins cannot. With the forwards coming back the way they were, that hit a foot by McClellan. His shot, Wes Walsh buried him in the post.
The shots are 4 Calgary, 2 Boston. We have 14:30 left in the first period.
Bruins cannot give us half a step to the Flame reputation. Got to stand up on that blue line.
Carpenter on the face-off now with Gilmore. Wins it for Peterson. Now Ray Bork out of the penalty box. Up for Carpenter, and he breaks. Wall's open. Carpenter looks for Traley. Looks for Bork. Can't move it. Now Wall's back for Peterson. Peterson is shot. Deflected by McClellan into the stands. And the Bruins again involve the defenseman in the play with Ray Bork moving in, creating a 4-man, and Peterson also coming up.
A little cut and slide by Bobby Carpenter. A turn back. Found Ray Bork coming late. Wes Walsh also, he curled, picked up a loose puck, found Alan Peterson. Al just a little bit too long getting rid of it. 3 Bruins in front of the net to deflect it. The type of plays the Bruins got to get off. Wes Walsh certainly playing very well. Bruins draft pick, plays for Lethbridge.
The draw goes to McGinnis, and he pops it out to center ice. Ray Bork trying to set it up for Christian. Christian snaps it in. Back is McGinnis. Big Al McGinnis, Conn Smythe Trophy winner. Careful pass out, checked by Bork, wrapped in now by McClellan, wide. Goes behind the net, and Peterson up the boards. Carpenter moves it out to center ice. The pace for these 2 outstanding teams in the National Hockey League is slow. Bruins will like it that way. This is an explosive team, and in deep is Gilmore. Gilmore drops it back to Merzen. Merzen fires it in around the boards. Behind the net. Heavy hit by Peterson. Centering pass. Gilmore can't get it. Mullen moves it behind the net. Gilmore trying to look for the man in front. Blocked. And the Bruins break it out. But Gould can't move with it. Fired back in the Boston zone. Calgary offside. No score in the game. First period. We're at the Calgary Saddle Zone. Set for the faceoff at center ice. We have 13:18 left in the first period. 4 shots Calgary, 2 for Boston. In a very conservative game by...
Both teams playing a little tentative at this point. Not looking for the other team to get the first goal, I think.
4th line out there by Mike Milbury. That would have Hoggard at center with Carter on the left and Gould on the right as Don Sweeney winds up. Off for Hoggard, the center iceman, a lead in. Gould moving. Vernon beats him to it. Around the boards. Don Sweeney trying to keep it in. Backed up by Carter. They keep it in. And Gould is broken up by Neuendijk. Neuendijk snaps it out to Priatkin. A lead now for Makarov. Makarov is ruled onside, stops, cuts over the line. But Neuendijk puts that shot on from a tough angle. Keeps it in. Back to Makarov. Makarov trying to move it up. Stopped by Don Sweeney. Don Sweeney trying to come out. Broken up by Makarov. Makarov checked. The puck floats to center ice. Knocked back in. Taken over by Don Sweeney. A lead too far for Carter. They wave off the icing. And rolls around. Up now for Priatkin. He's checked by Jim Weimer, taken down on the play. And Boston with a line change, Neely trying to move with it. Can't. McCowan now. Priatkin over the line with Neuendijk. Off for Hunter. Hunter puts it on. A save by Lemlin. Tough angle shot. Hunter behind the net. Now moves it for a pass in front. That is blocked to Otto. Wheeled it around in front. Covered by Lemlin. And a faceoff called in the Boston end. And Calgary now up to 7 shots. Boston 2 and about 8 minutes played here in period number 1.
Great hustle by Jim Weimer to shut down Otto, coming around the back on that with a tremendous reach. Weimer stayed with him, chest to chest. Jim Hunter cut back on Wesley, who stayed with him. Good hustle with the Bruins in the short game. In tight in the trenches where it counts.
You talk about a checking line. This is it. Otto, Patterson at left wing, and at right wing, Hunter. You talk about checkers, Bert Olmsted. great from the Montreal Canadiens was in the press room before the game. One of the finest cornermen, left-wingers, checkers you ever want to see.
And as a coach, a great coach, jumped on the ice one time to fight me. I never, that rattled me. Talked about that, reminisced. Great guy.
Win the face-off, and Wesley moves it on. Janney breaks from Neely. Janney over the line. Free. Players back, and Neely cut it in and popped it, and it just went wide as he almost scored. Cutting in front on a feed from Janney. Out comes Otto. Great work by Boston then. Otto's pass is blocked at the Boston line as the Bruins check back. Suter rolls it in on the left wing boards. Taking over Ray Bourque. Line change for Calgary. Bourque by Fleury. Spilled. Fleury's going out. Tripping Ray Bourque. And a power play for Boston with 11:27 left in the first period. No score in the game. Back in a moment.
Leon Fleury, not one of the bigger guys in the National Hockey League. Certainly slight of stature, big of heart.
He's the smallest player in the league. He's got to be 5'6", 155 pounds.
I don't believe that. I think he's bigger than that.
Well, not much bigger. Anyway, that's what they say as far as the stats are concerned.
He certainly is game, and he's a very, very competitive player. There he got knocked. So.
Power play Boston. Bruins drive it in. Ray Bourque is up at left wing. Wesley trying to keep it in. Bourque is at left wing. Janney at center. Neely at right wing. Galley and Wesley play the points. Mike Milbury keep trying things. And Bourque breaks. Long pass over the line. Works it free. Drops it off for Wesley. Wesley a high shot. Missed the net. Bruins trying to get it off the boards. Can't do it. And they spill a man. And Bourque and Neely going out as Mullen went down.
Joey Mullen took a dive, as did Ray Bourque. So on the scale of the dives, excuse me, so far this game, they're in the Olympic category.
Well, it's nearly a Bourque going over there.
A little bit of a chop. Joey Mullen acted like he got shot with a gun. But down he went. Off.
Cam Neely is going out.
Cam Neely's going to get the chop.
1:31 left on the penalty against Fleury. So, 29-second differential there. But right now, each team short a man. And this is a dangerous Calgary team. Terry Crisp can put out a lot of fine individual one-on-one type players. He selects Nieuwendyk and Makarov. And away it goes to Nieuwendyk from Makarov. Over the line on Wesley. Hauled down on the play, taken to the boards. And the Bruins control. Striding it out is Bob Sweeney now with Poulin. Poulin rolls it in all the way to Vernon. Vernon able to handle it easily for McCrimmon. He's checked behind the net. And McGowan picks it up. Away to Makarov. Makarov forced back. And, of course, the Russian style, they don't mind that at all. But Wesley stayed with him all the way. McGowan gets it now. Up the middle. Nieuwendyk in. Hold. Saved by Lemlin. What a stop as he went sprawling off to his right on Joe Nieuwendyk. 2 years in a row, 51 goals for the Flames. Big save, Lemlin, the former Calgary Flames goaltender. In 30 seconds, Calgary will have a power play in a scoreless game. It's up to Gilmore now. Gilmore on Don Sweeney, and Sweeney takes him right off the play. Beautiful body contact as Don Sweeney stayed with Gilmore. Carpenter out by Gilmore. Carpenter over the line, drop pass. Floats off on the corner, taken by Don Sweeney, trying to cut in on McGinnis, puts it in front for a shot and a save. The long rebound kept in by Gary Galley. Rolls around the corner to Brickley in 4 seconds. An advantage to Calgary. Pass in front, rolls Don Sweeney. Rolls it in front, a save on Carpenter. And a power play now for Calgary. 22 seconds left in that power play. Excellent work by Don Sweeney. Here comes Fleury out of the penalty box. He loses it, and Galley wraps it away. Don Sweeney has played a superb game.
Very aggressive. He's taking his skating to heart, and he's moving into slots and positions that are going to find the puck all night. He keeps it up.
Oh, what a shot by McGinnis. And Lemlin with the save. McGinnis moved in. Another one by McGinnis blocked behind the net. McClellan looking for Gilmore in front. It's taken away by Ray Bourque as Boston back at full strength. Breaking out, Bob Sweeney. trying to set it up for Neely in front. It's blocked by McGinnis. Away to Gilmore. Gilmore coming on Don Sweeney. Came back out again. Drop past Joe Mullen. Joe Mullen trying to sweep in. Checked by Don Sweeney. The pass in front. Tip back. McGowan tees it up. Now elects to pass in the corner. Kylan puts it in front, and it's cleared away by Bork. Ice. Good play by Bork. The Bruins wanted to get organized.
Very much so.
8:19 left here. First period. No score in the game.
Joe Neuendijk out of Cornell University. Great move here. He's got a tremendous reach. Gets in alone. Drops Lemelin. Lemelin still stays with him. Extends the arms. Neuendijk just doesn't get it up. Here's a deflected shot right here. You're working behind the net. It'll jump out front. But Ray Bork smothers it after the booming shot by McGinnis cut Reggie high in the chest. That man right there can shoot the puck.
No score in the game. Fleury on the faceoff with Bob Carpenter to the right of Reggie Lemon. There, and Fleury right back quickly. The shot by Johansson. Missed the net. Bounced back near the cage. Behind the cage. Boston takes over. Carpenter wraps it out on the right. Can't set up the play with Christian. Back for Galley. Galley to Christian as the Bruins move. In the center ice now for Carpenter. Carpenter checked by Johansson. The follow-up by Walls. The youngster is hit by Johansson. Christian trying to keep it in. Forcing the play. Deep forechecking. And the pass goes out to center ice. Controlled now by Ranheim. Ranheim, the rookie. Fires one. Grab by Lemlin. He hangs on. Would have missed the net anyway. But a face-off call to the left of Reggie Lemlin. 7:45 left in the first period. 9 shots Calgary. 6 for Boston. And Mike Milbury still with that idea involving the defensemen. And they have Bork and Wesley and Galley and Don Sweeney who can really move into the attack.
They can skate, and that mobility holds them with the ability that they have to move like that. But it can open up an awful lot of things. The Calgary Flames impressing me. They're playing very well, picking up the late man. They were pre-scouted, the Bruins in Vancouver. They know that they want to find that late defenseman coming. Calgary always has a body available. Calgary Flames in the 9 shots that they've gotten has been 3 or 4 individual plays of one puck handler beating a man, setting up a play.
Fleury stays out there, and he's at left wing. Neuendijk at center. The draw is back to McGinnis. McGinnis rolls it in deep. Fleury playing a wing, checked by Bork, broken up. Bob Sweeney trying to poke it out. Can't. And it rolls across from Makarov. Makarov, pass in, went right to Ray Bork. Bruins break it out. Neuendijk was hauled down. Bork over the line.
Excellent penalty killing if he doesn't get caught. He did, and he got out quick enough. Bobby Carpenter in the box.
Carpenter in the box on a penalty, and Boston shorthanded again. Drive in by Suter. Bruins trying to clear it out. McGinnis able to keep it in. And the Bruins break it. Poulin coming against Suter. Fires and misses just wide as he drilled that from 40 feet moving in. Gould out with Poulin. Now Carter is a penalty killer. Suter gains the line. Checked all the way by Gould on the boards, and the puck forced outside. Wrapped back in, and Don Sweeney able to take over. 52 seconds left on the Carpenter penalty. What was Carpenter out for?
Flashing.
Interference.
They called it both. He hit his man. He wasn't near the puck. I would have called it in. I would have called it flashing.
Over the line, Mullen trying to move it right in front. Tries a shot and misses the net as he closes. Puck kept in at the line by Gilmore. Flipped it in deep, going for it. McClellan. McClellan back. Shot by McGinnis. A save by Reggie Lemlin. And the clear out by Don Sweeney. 14 seconds left on the Carpenter penalty for interference. 5:55 left in the first period. No score in the game. Good forechecking by Neely. And that really broke up the play. And Neely comes back, gets the puck, rags it a bit at center ice, and the Bruins back at full strength. Cam Neely used as a penalty killer this year. Patterson broken up by Neely. Neely controls in the Boston zone, but his pass is stopped by Gilmore, who was trailing him. Joey Mullen trying to keep it in. He's pinned on the boards. A battle there in the Boston zone. Work free. Cleared out by Carpenter. Bruins regrouping after killing off the power play. A lead now on the right for Neely. Neely over the line. Spilled on the play as Janney as Neely fired it in.
And let it go.
And around the boards, center ice, Galley with it. Galley trying to set up Doris, who just came on, and the play offside. 5:02 left, first period, no score. 10 shots Calgary, 6 for Boston, and the better chances, and more of them for the Calgary Flames. Some sharp goaltending by Reggie Lemlin. A big one on Nieuwendyk. This clear in, back for McGowan. Checking him is Poulin. Bruins battle to keep it in. Can't do it. And an offside pass by the Flames.
Good hustle by the Bruins there. Keep it in. Paul Ranheim right there. Eligible for Rookie of the Year.
Out of the University of Wisconsin, a good, digging, hustling player. Bruins are keeping the tempo down, and that's the way you want it as a visitor.
Well, Calgary Flames, like I said, the individual puck-carrying ability of one or two guys has opened it up a little bit.
If you can keep 20,000 fans sitting on their hands as I look at them here.
Yeah, well, this is the quietest building in North America. Isn't Vancouver or tied? Best kept secret is the game.
Quick shot by Doris and a great save, and the follow-up, and the Bruins can't convert it. That was Andy Brickley setting up Peter Doris, and he drilled one from 20 feet, but directly in on Vernon. And Boston's best chance right there by Peter Doris.
Dion Fleury a little bit bothered by the opportunity of Peter Doris to get a quick one away. Embarrassed, missed his man. Fights a lot, Dion Fleury. I think a lot of Stan Jonathan, not nearly as tough as Stan Jonathan was with the Bruins.
4:31 left in the first period. No score in the game. Poulin at center. Doris and Brickley on the wings for Boston. Fleury on the draw, and Doris. McCowan just held a stick. Bruins battle to keep it in. Brickley does. Trying to make the play. On the boards, it is stopped. Ranheim gets it away to Fleury. Fleury excites the crowd, moves over the line. Small player, wheels around in the zone, puts it in front, blocked by Reggie Lemlin. That was dangerous. Not hard, but dangerous. Away comes Brickley now with Doris. 2-on-2. Brickley, a shot. Oh, he almost had that one. A blocker saved by Vernon. Puck right back. A hard drive from the point by Wheeler. Blocked. And breaking out Fleury. Fleury trying to set up Perdina. Good defensive work by Wheeler. Stopped that. He fires it right out to Brickley. Great chance there for Andy Brickley. Shots are 11-8 in the quiet of
the quiet of the
battle dog. I feel like you want to whisper here. And over the line comes Priatkin, the Russian. He is blocked. Weimer starts it out. Weimer, a lead for John Carter. To follow up by Christian, but the play is offside at the Calgary blue line. 3:28 left in period number 1. Okay, Brad McCrimmon with it. The clear out. Priatkin. Makarov. Makarov, a shift on Bork. Moves over the line in deep. Behind the net. Still holding. Broken up on the play. Oh, he made a beautiful move, and the fans really get stirred over that. Backward Suter, icing called against Boston. Makarov, in essence, beat Bork, but he was still very deep and not in position to fire one.
What it does is Ray Bork realizes at this point he goes for the puck. Now he gets beat. Now, Reggie Lemlin is the one that made it all happen. He came well out of the net, but now he's got to have everybody covered. You let Makarov alone out there. He can find somebody. He's certainly right there. Lemlin shuts him off, but he's gone now. No defense in front of the net, but the forwards do a magnificent job. Right there, Dave Christian on top. And Nieuwendyk, and out she goes.
Otto won the faceoff with Bob Sweeney to the left of Lemlin. No score in the game. McGinnis poised at the line. Merzen, the other defenseman, up inside the line. This is the checking line on for the Flames. Puck is taken over by Don Sweeney. In front, Hutter. Gets it to Bob Sweeney. In the center ice, Janney trying to break with it to Neely. Neely trying to go up the middle. The play is offside as they started to move in. And Cam Neely starts to jam now. As he moved over the line, he was spilled.
Cam Neely was down on the ice. Two guys jumped him. It was offside. He didn't like the extra rough stuff. And Emerza Don Sweeney gets in to get a hold of him. Neely threw a couple of punches. I think he threw about five punches at three different people.
Merzen and Neely go out. 2:42 left. The teams will be at full strength. Bob Sweeney on the draw. Gilmore wins it. Johansson moves it up. Don Sweeney wraps it from center ice in deep. Johansson winding up. One of the two Swedish players in the lineup. Now lead for Joey Mullen. Everett Brett puts the shot on the corner. Short side save. Lemlin trying to move it around the boards. Bob Sweeney fighting for it. Mullen moving in. Mullen checked by Don Sweeney all the way. And the Bruins, Bob Sweeney intercepts. Checked by McClellan. And back to cover, Don Sweeney. Moves it away to Gary Galley, who has moved to the left side. And he gains the Calgary line. Over the line for Doris. Doris, a shot wide. The rebound is Janney. Janney drops it for Wesley. Wrist shot. Save. The rebound. Doris in too deep. Can't get it. Knocked down on the play, and out comes Mullen.
Not knocked down. Hooked from behind and pulled away from the puck.
1:47 left in the first period. No score in the game. 12 shots Calgary, 9 Boston. Doris maybe had the best opportunity of all for Boston, and Doris from center ice rolls it in. Walls, the rookie, is out there. And a break here on the left side by Ranheim. Off wing side, a mile offside, as Fleury is in ahead of the play.
What Suter did when he come over that blue line, Fleury definitely got the blame for it, but Suter put himself offside with that little outside move, slide it away from the sweep check coming at you. Feet across the blue line prior to the puck.
Fear and Fleury.
That will happen when they're
all
standing
man
up.
can make it in the game. Terry Crisp behind the bench. Perdina, the Czech player, is at right wing with Fleury at center. Different combinations by Terry Crisp. Gary Suter out of the University of Wisconsin fires it in, and Ray Bork. And the Bruins flip it back out. Suter on it again. Now to Hordena. Checked by Walsh at center ice. Bounces back into the Boston end, taken over by Wesley. Very conservative play here, as though this is the last 5 minutes of a tie game. Fleury looking for an opening at center ice. Watched by Carpenter. Gets it over the line. Drops it off on the left for Regina. Regina circles the net. Broken up. Gets it again. Gives it off in front. And it's blocked. Great play there on Ranheim by Lemlin. Behind the net. Carpenter around for Christian. Christian clears it out. 43 seconds left in the period. Forechecking is Walsh. And a long clear goes. And Fleury moving into the corner. Hooks it behind the net. Takes a hard hit from Wesley. Fans react to that. But mostly they've been very quiet. McGinnis. Hard shot around the boards. The long rebound. Bork trying to flip it out. Does. Into center ice. Hustling Gould. Gould is checked on the play. Priapkin, the Russian, starts it back to his defenseman. Looks for a return pass. It's broken up by Gould. Gould flips it over the line. 5 seconds left. And that'll do it in the period as McGowan. Almost left it there for Dave Pullman hustling in. But the period ends. 13 shots Calgary and 9 for Boston. The score at the end of one period, Boston nothing, Calgary nothing. Well, and of course, he'd like to...
An excellent period by Lemlin and by Gary Galley. Gene Levanchi, Fred, is going to do a second period. Oh, they already did it. Oh, Gary Galley and poor dog's got a baby on the way now. The dogs will take a back seat.
Oh, the dog I want to talk about is your dog, and his name is Spence. And you told Ken London, our producer director, and myself yesterday that this dog, when you let him out, instead of coming back and scratching at the door to get in, will move up and ring the doorbell.
Yes.
Ken is going to take a camera out, and he wants to see this dog because I think we can do a lot with that.
Does it consistently. Big Malamute, and you can do that no problem.
Puck fed in by Hunter, wrapped around by Bork. We're underway. Neely trying to move it out. And Otto able to keep it in. Pass up, stopped by Neely. Neely fires it up to Janney. Janney drops it off a lead for Bob Sweeney. Sweeney back for Janney. The shot, the save, Vernon. Beautiful combination by Bob Sweeney and Craig Janney. A hard slap shot by Janney, a save by Vernon.
That play was set up by a nice curl around by Nhl in his own end. The flow of the play went away from him. He turned it up, found Craig Janney at center ice. He garners it in with his skates. Then a little dump pass back off to Bob Sweeney. Then he sets Janney up on the late man situation. Nice save by Vernon.
The option really for Bob Sweeney to fire. He's a right-hand shot playing left wing, but he's such an addition to the line. That's like Milbury going with Bob Sweeney at left wing, but he had no option really to fire himself. Made the drop pass for Janney's setup.
Bob Sweeney could bring an awful lot to that line.
And the draw back to Suter. Cleared away by Patterson all the way down. Back for it, Alan Peterson. Change up for Calgary. Gilmore coming out. Bork. Pass up, stopped by Suter. Bork gets it again. Wing to wing, it goes to Doris. Doris going deep on Suter. Trying to put it in front. Blocked. Checked in the play. And taken down. Gilmore rolls it to McCrimmon. Doris is out there with Poulin and Brickley, the Boston line. Doris forcing McCrimmon back. Suter right up the middle. And the breakout by Mullen. Joe Mullen moving on Wesley. Taken deep, but he centers it, and nobody there to collect it. Poulin puts it right out to Brickley. A good break with Doris. He stopped for the follow-up by Weimer. Weimer over the line, and Doris was offside on the play. Good follow-up with that involvement of the defenseman as Jim Weimer moved to the attack.
Oh, Williams gets to see himself. Dave Poulin, very, very sound defensively. Jim Weimer jumped into that play. Nice setup. A little bit offside.
Poulin out there with Doris and Brickley on the wings. Just underway in the second period and no score in the game.
Dave Poulin with a goal and 7 assists. 13 games. Actually could have had 3 other assists that he never complained about, which I think is admirable.
McCrimmon a clear out too far. Weimer. Doris. Poulin over the line, onside, gives it to Brickley. Brickley checked in the play, puts it in deep. Doris against Suter. Now Poulin against McCrimmon, behind the net. Gilmore protects in front. Brickley breaks it up, gives it off for Poulin. The shot is blocked by Suter. Poulin, forechecking. McClellan now snaps it out. McCrimmon leads the rush, a 3-on-2 for Mullen, and the play broken up by Weimer. Right back, touch pass, Poulin. Gives it to Brickley. Brickley hit, but Poulin over the line for a shot. Scores! Dave Poulin, a shot from 35 feet. Beat Vernon to make it 1-0 Boston.
You would be very like Vernon's father. Love you, Fred. I think a little farther than 35 feet. I think he was fooled on this shot. He unloaded it. I think Dave Poulin should shoot more often right here. Nice curl touch pass to Brickley. Brickley takes the hit for the team. Right there. Now Poulin comes in over the blue line. He just unloads it. Hits nothing. Vernon just missed the net. Missed his angle.
All right, 40 feet.
45, perhaps?
Maybe 45. Dave Poulin from Andy Brickley. 1-0 Boston. Just underway in the second period. Berzin behind the net. Loses to Janney. Janney can't center it to Neely. And Patterson trying to move it out. Galley moving in to check the play. It rolls back to Don Sweeney. Drills it out of the zone to Janney. Janney forced back. Galley with it. In the center ice. Neely now. Neely moves it up on the right for Bob Sweeney. Gets it over the line. Janney going for it. Trying to set up Galley, who had moved toward the net. Neely moves in deep. He's checked on the play. And Hunter starts it back. Broken up by Janney. Merzin, a flip out. Into the Boston end. Back for it, Ray Bork. 1-0 Boston. The score by Poulin from Brickley and Weimer. Bruins over the line. Bob Sweeney, a backhander. It missed the net. Neely able to keep it in. Trying to set a play from the corner. Bork moves in. Can't get control. And Al McGinnis winding up. He's on defense with Merzin. McGinnis up the middle. Puck bounces around. And the Bruins, Carpenter breaks it up. Forcing the play now is Walls, the rookie. In behind the net to Carpenter in front. Score! Walls got his first point in the assist. Carpenter the score, and the Bruins lead 2-0.
Wow, we had a Calgary Flame there, a little upset that the rookie steals the puck from him. Wes Walsh, what a great pair of hands, an excellent play. The vision to pick this up is really impressive because he's going in, he's just minding his man, he just pokes it away. There's the slash by McGinnis. Wes Walsh saw Carpenter all the way, Bobby Carpenter in close crossbar. You get 2 points for a roofer. Great goal by Carpenter.
Walsh beat McGinnis to it, and the rookie picks up his first point, but you point out the hands, right? You look at that.
Soft. The other night he set Bobby Carpenter up in Vancouver the same way, a redirect. He cuts it at center ice twice tonight. And the motion like he's trying to beat the defenseman, but he just rolls his hand over each other and just drops it up, flips it up in the air, lays it down flat and soft. It's a pleasure to play with when you got somebody who can move the puck like that. And when you're breaking, that he knows that you're there. Great play by Wes Walsh.
And the Bruins quickly lead by a score of 2-0. That one by Bob Carpenter, set up by Wes Walsh. And offside, Calgary trying to move over the Boston line. Boston 2, Calgary nothing. Boston leads it with 3 shots in this period and 2 scores. One by Dave Poulin, the other by Bob Carpenter. The Poulin line is out there now. Cowan, a long shot, a save by Lemlin. Rebound, Peterson. And the clear out connects with Brickley. Breaks with Gould. A lead for Gould. Vernon out of the net, wraps it around, and Brickley there to intercept. Give it to Gould. Gould trying to put it in front. Can't do it. Hustles, keeps the play in. Moves it in the corner. Brickley going for it. Brickley against McGowan. McGowan knocks him down. The puck rolls back to Johansson. Johansson to McGowan to start it out. McGowan is out of Ohio State. A long lead pass for Ranheim. Ranheim and Bork go to the corner. Ranheim, Bork behind the net. Fighting for it, Neely, who is on there now. And Ranheim still behind the net. Neely has it. Neely trying to get a face-off and get organized with the line change. But he gets it off to Bork. Bork clears it out. Poulin stays onside, drops it for Neely, and the play is offside at the Calgary line. 15:24 left in the second period. Boston in front on Dave Poulin, and Bob Carpenter scores here in the second period. So tell us more about this dog, Spence. He can ring the doorbell, huh?
Well, Spence...
Let me in.
Spence, he's a Malamute. Now, he loves the outdoors, so you send him out in the backyard. It's a dog that I got for a nice price from the Sandusky Kennels up in New Hampshire. Beautiful, purebred. But it cost me $10,000 for a fence to keep him in. Unbelievable.
We're going to have to document it, Derek. You understand that? Okay?
He does ring the doorbell.
Okay. Over the line, here comes McClellan moving in for a backhander. Robbed by Lemlin. He walked right in alone on the backhand bid. Runs work it out to Janney. Janney trying to set up the play with Galley again. The defenseman moving. And 5 minutes played here. Big stop on McClellan. And Janney breaks it up, steals on Suter, puts it across in front for Bob Sweeney. Rob, a drive by Neely. It's blocked. Neely back up, gets it, tries to put it in front, blocked. Janney with it. Janney wheeling back in front, knocked away from Neely. Bruins want a change-up. And Calgary, 4 men rushing. Mullen over the line, looking for Gilmore. Check deep on the play. Behind the net, Wesley able to pick it up. Wesley leads the rush out. Big attack for Boston, but now they're changing up. Walls comes out again. The rookie set up Bob Carpenter for the second score. 2-0 the Bruins. Puck cleared. Boston in. They wave off the icing. Hunter trying to get Bork. Bork back quickly. And the play out. Bruins break into center ice. Here's Walls over the line. Going deep. Check. Stopped by McGinnis as he tried to go wide. And the Flames get a break back. Hunter, left wing side. Right-hand shot. Cuts in the middle. Blocked by Lemlin. Would have missed the net. But Lemlin made the stop anyway. Carpenter moving after it. It's knocked back in deep. Bork trying to get it. It is stopped, kept in by Hunter. Bork knocks a man down. And Walsh breaks up the play. Off for Carpenter. Carpenter weaving over the line. Gives it to Duras. Duras shot. And it's tipped wide. Kept in at the left point by Weimer. His shot is blocked, though. by Joel Otto. Joel Otto kind of stabbing at him, has lost his helmet. Bruins clear it back in. Knocked away by Hunter. Weimer, a good hit on Otto. Knocked him down. And the Bruins take the puck.
That's embarrassing here. Now Otto's going to get him back.
Otto really going after him, along with Hunter. 2 men after Weimer. And the Bruins get it. Carter over the line. Carter trying to move in. And he's stopped on the play by McGinnis. Merzen winding up now. To clear away. Here comes Otto without the helmet. Hit by Wesley. Checked on the boards. Puck kept in by Priatkin. Makarov is on there. 2-0 Boston. Makarov on the boards trying to make the play against Carter. And out of it comes Otto. Otto gets control on the boards. Weaves around. Works it in front. The shot is blocked. Bruins ice it. Duras.
There was some fighting in the trenches down there with Otto and Makarov. Bruins wisely got it out. Got a man on the loose puck.
2-0 Boston. And we have 12:40 left here in the second period. 16 shots Calgary, 13 Boston. The Bruins have outshot them in the second period, 4-3, and 2 of them have gone in. Dave Poulin and Bob Carpenter. 2-0 Boston. Bruins win the faceoff. Carpenter winning against Nieuwendyk. Bourque when Neely deflected off Neely's stick into the stands, and the faceoff called now just outside the Boston blue line with 12:32 left here in the second period.
Brad, I got a trivia question for you. Anyone at home, figure this out. Who are the 4 active NHL players who played for both the Atlanta Flames and these Calgary Flames? 2 of them, of the 4, are Boston Bruins.
All right, the faceoff. Something to think about as the Bruins lead it 2-0. Jamie McCowan. Over the line for Priatkin. Priatkin to Nieuwendyk. Nieuwendyk is ridden off on the play by Alan Peterson. And Ray Bourque skates it out. Leads the attack. Fires to the corner. Neely going for it. Checked it. It rolls for Bob Sweeney. He tried to pass to Bourque, and that didn't work as the Bruins got the defenseman involved in that one. And back comes Nieuwendyk. Nieuwendyk watched by Bourque. Clears it in. Lemlin knocks it away from Priatkin. Bourque wheels it up the boards, and Boston starts it away. Janney overskated it, but it's taken over by Makarov. Now McCowan. At center ice, Bourque breaks it up, gives it to Christian. Christian, Janney, in deep. They lose it. Out comes Nieuwendyk. The Bruins are changing up. A lead for Makarov. Makarov drops it for Nieuwendyk. Nieuwendyk for Makarov. Can't handle a pass. Chased by Don Sweeney to the boards. Puck kept in by Nieuwendyk. Wrapped around the boards. Janney going for it. Beautiful pass off for Waltz. And the Bruins trying to organize their lines now. Obviously, they wouldn't have Janney and Waltz, 2 centers out there. And at center ice, McCrimmon drops it in. Back for it goes Galley. Ferdina. Don Sweeney. Don Sweeney trying to clear it out. Stopped. Knocked out by the Bruins by McCrimmon. Waltz forechecking on the play. 9 minutes played, second period, 2-0 Boston. Loose puck, Waltz trying to set up Brickley. Can't do it. Right back comes Fleury. Over the line now. Ranheim gives it to Ferdina. Ferdina in deep. Fleury in front. Interference call
Fleury
here.
is going to get 2 minutes for dumping Gary Galley out.
He didn't expect
by
that.
Rob Schick. No, they're muscling each other in front of the net, and off goes Dion Fleury.
2-0 Bruins. The Bruins on a power play. We're at the Saddle Dome. Bruins are 0 for 1 in the power play, but they only had it for 29 seconds. And they used Ray Bourque at wing, but he's back on defense now with Wesley. Gilmore forechecking. Wesley controls it. Up for Ray Bourque on the left wing. Gets over the line. Off for Bob Sweeney. Sweeney checked. Loses control. And Gilmore able to clear it out. 1:40 left on the power play. 2-0 Boston. Bob Sweeney over the line for Janney. Janney back for Wesley. Across for Bourque. Has to chase it. Checked by Gilmore. Gilmore to Mullen, and it's cleared out.
Bruins rushing things a little bit. Take your time. Now this is the first time they're really going to be back and settled.
Calgary 0 for 2 in power plays. Off for Bob Sweeney. Clears it in. Behind the net, McGinnis. Oh, he can clear it out any time at all.
Very heavy shot. You really don't want to get in front of it with your foot.
Now a minute left on the Boston power play. We're more than halfway through the game. Boston leads it 2-0. Ray Bork, Janney. And this one deflected into the stands, and Mike Milbury has the rookie out there. Wes Walsh, what a tribute to the young man. He's just going to play, according to what Harry Sinden said, just 2 games. He is eligible for 5 games, but his junior team needs him.
His junior team very much needs him. He's leading the league with 106 points, playing for Lethbridge. But what a future that young man has. Greg Janney there on the bench, talking things over, bouncing pucks. Every once in a while, power play things don't click. Change is better than the rest.
Walls is out there, has Brickley on the right, Carpenter on the left, with Weimer in fourth. 9:38 left in the second period, 2-0 the Bruins. The draw for Johansson, and he's able to clear it.
Wes Walsh is using Lyndon Byers sticks. His model seems to be happy with him.
Ray Bork ran into trouble there with Patterson. In the center ice, a flip pass for Brickley. He's over the line with Carpenter. Trying to get it back. Gets it to Walsh. Scores! The rookie scores from Brickley. Wes Walsh, a power play goal, makes it 3-0 Boston.
A great play right there by Bobby Carpenter coming through center ice. Gets it to Brickley. Wes Walsh finishes the play, makes no mistake. A little fine with the shot at the open side. It's great for the 19-year-old youngster. Another year of junior eligibility right there. Carpenter to Brickley. Now, Andy Brickley does not panic. He waits, slides, hits a foot, gets it across Brickley, back to Walsh in the open side. What a great play by Andy Brickley. Hustled by that whole line. And coaching by Mike Milbury. Got his powerhouse, his number 1 power play, struggling a nudge. Before the penalty's up, I'm going to change, put out some new bodies.
Makes the move. The youngster looks good. Not nervous at all. His family is here. He's from Calgary. And he gets a score. Carpenter and Brickley get the assist. And it's 3-0 Boston. And now the play in the Boston end.
He may not go back.
That weird scoreboard still has Fleury's penalty up there. Don't you get a man back when you score?
You certainly do. The
Well,
penalty
they do.
timekeeper must be very upset.
Joris is out there checking, but Mullen starts it back now with Gilmore. Tries a drop pass. It's checked on the play, and Mullen gets it free, but can't set up McCrimmon. McCrimmon hauls down Carter, who might have had a breakaway there, and Suter starts it back. 3-0 Boston. Walsh that score. Over the line goes Suter. Just drifted right in, put it across in front. McCrimmon able to keep it in. Suter now in front. Shot, blocked, wide by Lemlin to Don Sweeney, and the Bruins clear it out. Wes Walsh, the rookie, scoring, and he set up a goal by Carpenter. Here's a steal by Bob Sweeney, and open net, he scores! 4-0. Vernon gave it away to Bob Sweeney, and the Bruins, with 8:01 left in the second period, Bob Sweeney makes it 4-0.
What we have here, which is a very powerful Calgary Flame Hockey Club, making a couple of mistakes. We got some Bruins fans very happy here. A lot of Bruins sweaters at the Saddle Dome. We've got 30 minutes of hockey left. Continue to skate. Right here, Mike Vernon, very, very foolish. Just backhands it. Did not see because Ranheim took his vision away. He's just sliding. Bob Sweeney very coolly waits. Snaps it up into the open net. Vernon puts his head down in dismay.
What about Boston? 6 shots and 4 goals here in the second period. 1 a power play. And Boston leads 4-0 with 7:50 left. Bob Sweeney held that, knew he had time with Vernon out of position. Back now comes Dana Merzen. Lugs it over the line. His shot deflected wide. The long rebound to Janney. Bob Sweeney. Bob Sweeney over the line, checked by Merzen. Pokes it in deep. McGinnis takes over. Janney, Neely. Puck cleared out. Ray Bork checks it. Now Fleury gets it. Broken up by Bork. And Boston can't make the breakout. Over the line comes McGinnis. McGinnis wheeling a shot over the net. The long rebound to Herdina. Now in for Ranheim. Ranheim fell down. Alan Peterson clears it. Wave off icing. 7 minutes left in the second period. 4-0 Boston. The long lead pass, and Ray Bork collects it. Bork for Alan Peterson. to center ice, and the clear in. Bruins don't have to involve those defensemen now with a 4-0 lead.
Well, you don't want to change your style of play and go into a shell. You got too much hockey left, Fred. Keep continuing to play the same way.
Johansson trying to move it over the line. When he does, the play is offside. It is Boston 4, Calgary nothing. We'll return in a moment.
Okay, the 4 active players in the National Hockey League who played with Atlanta and Calgary. 2 of them are Bruins, Fred. Can you get those 2?
Willie Plett.
No, active.
Bobby Gould and Reggie Lemlin.
Reggie right there, one of them.
And the other 2 are Brad Marsh and Paul Reinhardt. 4-0 Boston. Carpenter breaks it out. Ooh, he hit the post from center ice. And the fans groan as Vernon didn't reach down at all. He hit the post just maybe outside it. And Carpenter trying to keep it inside the line, can't do it. A lead pass knocked away by Don Sweeney. Hunter winding up with 6 minutes left in the second period, 4-0 Boston. Ray Bourque takes the Hunter pass. Carpenter trying to move, stopped by Hunter. Gould trying to move. It's wrapped back in. Otto chasing Bourque. They battle in the corner. Bourque moving it up the boards. Not out. Kept in by Suter. His shot missed the net. The long rebound. Chopped in by Otto. And Ray Bourque able to take over. Slow it down. Control it with Ranheim in front. And he tries the long shot on Vernon.
We wanted the icing. We wanted the whistle. It's always, it's great when you get right here. We're going to see Bobby Carpenter with a shot. Mike Vernon casually reaches with his blocker. Just kick a piece of it to the post. Don't forget that goaltending of Reggie Lemlin in the first period.
On the draw, McCrimmon keeps it in. His shot blocked. Poulin fighting for it. Wesley trying to come out. Pops it in the air and clears it out on the backhander. Suter wraps it back in. Ranheim moves it around. And Makarov with it. Makarov over the line. The flip for Ranheim. Ranheim checked by Wesley. Forced to the corner. The loose puck is picked up by Herdina. His shot blocked. Bruins trying to clear it out. Makarov keeps it in. Gives it to Suter. Suter a backhander and a save. The rebound. Suter a backhander missed the net. Makarov keeps it in. In front, Ranheim, a shot and a great stop by Lemlin. Popped in the air, and he was able to grab it. 4:51 left in the second period. The shots are 19 Calgary, 15 for Boston. The Bruins with 6 shots in the second period and 4 goals. Bob Carpenter a goal and an assist. Wes Walz, the rookie, a goal and an assist. A power play goal for Walz. McGinnis, shot blocked. McGinnis trying to set it up again. Checked by Bob Sweeney. Now he fires one, blocked by Ray Bourque. Bourque carries it out. Up for Neely. Neely trying to set up Bob Sweeney. Out it's taken over by McClellan. Up the middle to Gilmore. Gilmore coming on Peterson. Stopping, cutting. Puts it in front, and Janney there to intercept. Can't clear it out. Gets control again. Now skates it out. Janney up to Bob Sweeney, the left winger. Across for Ray Bourque was breaking in. That is blocked. And Janney is back on defense. Here comes McClellan. Closing. Shooting. Kick out save. McGinnis wraps it back in. Save! Oh, what a stop on McGinnis by Lemlin. And heavy action in front. Reggie Lemlin. A couple of solid blocks that time on Calgary. Ray Bourque moved to the attack. They had Janney back on defense.
There's Terry Chris behind the bench, trying to get his Calgary Flames pick it up here a little bit. Some great goaltending by Reggie Lemlin. There's one kick-out save. McGinnis gets it back into the front of the net. There's the deflection. Lemlin smothers it. 2 Flames there, unmolested, till Al Peterson came along. Reggie Lemlin, the story thus far.
Neuendijk and Carpenter on the draw. 4 minutes left in the second period. 4-0 Boston. Gathered right to Gould. Bob Gould works it out. And the play offside, Carpenter in ahead at the Calgary line, and the Bruins will take that to win a face-off, move
get it out.
Face-off.
The only time the Bruins have been in trouble tonight is when one of the better puck handlers in the Calgary Flames, McGinnis and Makarov and Neuendijk and Mullen, beat a man. And then they're out of that zone man-on-man coverage, boy, and then you got an open man coming from somewhere.
Galley and Don Sweeney are on defense. McCowan breaks it out. On the left side to Friatkin. Friatkin rolls it in, and Don Sweeney gets it. Galley, a hard hit on Friatkin. Round the boards, kept in by Johansson. Stopped by Galley. Up the boards and out. Spinning down very, very slowly. They wave off the icing.
Oh, no, that was a mistake. They did wave the icing off. Shane Heyer missed it. He didn't have his arm up. That was called by Randy Mitten on his own. Boys are getting a little ugly now.
Gary Galley on a flip out, and it bounced, then curved, and was slowing down and just barely went over the goal line. We're looking at Jamie McCowan. He played collegiate hockey, would you believe, at Ohio State. A solid defensive defenseman.
How good is he? Plus 30.
They're calling the face-off in the Calgary end.
That was a mistake, and they know that.
Usually, that's at center ice.
Yeah, but it was... The Flames were responsible for getting it out.
And the linesman didn't let him.
No.
4-0 Boston as Carpenter is on the face-off with Ferdina to the right of Vernon. John Sweeney and Galley, the Boston defense. Puck is back for Galley. Shot is blocked. Makarov, he's played well. A lead too far. Racing for it, Ranheim. And he prevents icing. Puck kept into the corner. Galley trying to wrap it up. Checked by Ferdina. Ranheim. And behind the net, Ferdina pokes it to Makarov. Makarov checked. John Sweeney fighting for it. Carpenter trying to move it out. McCrimmon way up to keep it in. On the boards. Now it's out to Gould. Gould breaks. He's got Suter to beat. Gould coming hard. Driving. A backhander. A save. And a mock cheer. Boy, a good goaltender like Vernon doesn't deserve that because he made a misplay on a Bob Sweeney goal. Mock cheer for Mike Vernon on the soft backhander from Bob Gould. 2:44 left here. Bruins forecheck well. Wes Walls, the rookie out there with a goal and an assist. At center ice, Wesley lost it. McCrimmon picks it up. Wraps it in. Ray Bourque back together. And a clear out. McCrimmon right back in. Around for it. Ray Bourque. Can't clear it out. Blocked by Makarov. Makarov drops it back. Right point. McGinnis. The shot is deflected high by the rookie Waltz into the stands. Face-off coming up in the Boston zone. 21 shots for Calgary, 16 for Boston. And for Calgary, they've had 8 in the second period. The Bruins have had 7, and the Bruins with 4 goals by Dave Poulin, Bob Carpenter, the rookie Wes Walls, and by Bob Sweeney. Walls on a power play. He has a goal and an assist. Carpenter a goal and an assist. Brickley 2 assists. Shot by McGinnis is blocked in front. Galley trying to clear it out. Stopped by Mercer. Poulin able to clear it out. Exactly 2 minutes left in the second period. McGinnis wraps it in high. Going for it, Otto. Checked by Galley. Otto behind the net. In front, Patterson. Merzen missed it. Kept in by Patterson. Poulin now. Touch pass to Galley. Galley looking for Christian. He's checked by Merzen. All out here by the Flames, naturally. And Otto tries a shot off the side of the net. John Sweeney for Christian, and he's able to pop it out as he's hit by Patterson. Merzen starts back. Can't clear it in. Christian trying to get it. Jammed up on the boards. Center ice. Bounces across for Don Sweeney. Solid game on defense for Don Sweeney. Ooh, he ripped that one off Vernon. And Vernon able to hang on as Don Sweeney has unloaded a couple.
Unloaded that one. Big time. Mike Vernon took it to the top of the pad. Near lost it. He's still smiling, old veteran that he is. Goaltenders get used to it. Young goaltenders get down on themselves when they get beat for 2 or 3. Not to. Don't get down. Just make sure you can Stop the rest of them. And that's what Mike Vernon's chore is here tonight. Shut the door the rest of the way. All goaltenders get beat from time to time on strange shots.
On the faceoff, Neely checks it on McCollum. McCollum gets it now, trying to come out of his end. Joe Mullen winds up. That forced back is Johansson by Janney. Janney checks him all the way. Finally clears it out to Mullen. Mullen to Gilmore. Gilmore for McClellan. McClellan, a shot, a save! Jammed up near the net, still loose. Dug out by McClellan. Now it rolls off for Janney. Janney trying to set a play with Neely. Can't do it. Right back. Pass for Mullen, blocked. Bob Sweeney trying to clear it out. Stop. Quick shot here by Johansson. Blocked in front, goes wide. McClellan with it. Trying to put it in front, can't. Bob Sweeney. Up the boards to Janney. He breaks it out. Gives it off to Ray Bork. 27 seconds left in the period. Bork safely over to Wesley. Up to Bob Sweeney, who stays onside. Oh, good play there. Knew where his skates were at the red line. Down to 14 seconds left in the period. This could be icing. It is prevented by Gilmore moving, and now they call it.
Well, it's going to be a 5-minute major is what Gilmore's trying to get on. The accidentally turned Don Sweeney around, then the swipe caught him across the face.
Well, you would swear that maybe that would be against Gilmore. He was holding
He
Don
was holding.
Sweeney.
Now, he's not going to call this. I mean, on the, 2 each. It's high sticking. Let's see if it's 5. Whether Mullen is bleeding or not. I mean, Gilmore, but that was definitely interference.
Well, watch this. Here's Gilmore all over Don
Right,
Sweeney.
now he's swept.
Well,
now
there
there's
it
the
is.
swipe across the eye, and it's a
5 minutes.
I knew it'd be a 5-minute major.
So don't go away. Calgary will have a 5-minute man advantage starting period number 3. Well, we have 5 seconds left in this period. The Bruins lead 4-0. And Calgary goes on a power play.
Sending Bobby Carpenter out for the face-off with Dave Poulin in case one of them gets tossed. He's got a second centerman.
Gilmore cut by the high stick of Don Sweeney. A major
Andy
against Boston.
Brickley is playing injured, and that was him walking down the alleyway. Andy Brickley may have re-injured that groin. He seemed to be limping a little there. Hope not.
And Don Sweeney is out, playing a very effective game.
Yeah.
Up to this point. And Joe Lotto on the draw to the left of Lemlin. But the Calgary Flames can hardly wait for the intermission. And then quickly the start of the third period. Carpenter wins the draw. Bruins control it. And the Bruins have won most of the faceoffs and certainly all of the key faceoffs. The score at the end of 2 periods of play, Boston 4, Calgary nothing.
Calgary does have the number 1 power play in the league. They are certainly an offensive threat at any time. The Bruins have got to kill this off with an attitude of aggression, be forceful, rush the points. Don't get cute. Don't look for a shorthander. What you want to do is just get it down, get it out.
Poulin is out there. He gets the draw back to Bork, and Bork is able to clear it away. Poulin and Bob Sweeney on defense, Alan Peterson and Ray Bork. And into center ice comes Suter. Very talented. Penetrates, puts it in front. It's knocked away, grabbed by Lemlin as he tried to set up Gilmore coming in on the right wing.
Well, the keys to the game we discussed earlier was win the battle of the power plays. And the Bruins, at this point, with the strength of the goal by Wes Walter, 1 for 2. Calgary 0 for 2. But they have this 5-minute major here looking at them. And winning the little battles. The Bruins have been doing that. And goaltending. In the first 40 minutes, Reggie Lemelin is definitely a factor in this hockey game. Playing superb in goal.
4:35 left on the major against Boston. Gilmore out there with Mullen, McClellan, Suter, McInnes. All inside the Boston line. Carpenter gets the draw. And Ray Bork cutting and firing it out. And Carpenter, I don't think, has lost the faceoff.
Not yet.
This one went all the way to Vernon. Again, that mock cheer. And away it comes on the left wing side. Gilmore to Mullen. Shot is blocked by Alan Peterson. Poulin fights and moves it out by McGinnis. A big block by Alan Peterson. Mike Milbury sends out Wesley and Galley now. Carter with Carpenter. Neuendijk over the line. The shot missed. Kept in by Fleury. Fleury, a scooter in the corner. Checked by Wesley, but they keep it in. Back to McGinnis. McGinnis for Suter. Fed back in deep. In the corner, Neuendijk with it. Makarov is lurking near the net. Fleury keeps it in. Pass up, block. Trying to get it. Big block there by Wesley on the play. And the puck over on the boards. Fought for there. Carter jamming up two of the Flames. Finally, Makarov gets it. Makarov for McGinnis. Back for Suter. Suter, high shot over the net. The rebound. Carter going for it, but Suter is able to keep it in. Behind the net, Wesley wraps it around the boards. Carpenter can't clear it out. McGinnis kept it in. Wheeling around is Makarov. 3:15 left. Makarov into Neuendijk. Neuendijk intercepted by Bob Carpenter, who has a goal and an assist. What a big play there to give Boston a chance after he clears to change up.
Bob Carpenter complaining coming off the ice, too. Could have easily been a slashing penalty on him.
Suter again. This shot is deflected into the stands by Alan Peterson.
He sent Boston to kill that penalty.
Huh?
He could have got a penalty.
Just got a guy.
He didn't have somebody in there.
Mullen behind the net. The play broken up by Peterson. And trying to clear it. Can't. Bounces now for Ray Bourque. Bourque clears it out. 2:39 left. Bob Sweeney is on with Dave Poulin, Ray Bourque, and Alan Peterson. The Flames started out. McGowan loses. Now pokes it away for Bourque in deep. Lemlin wraps it around the boards, going for it. McCrimmon. McCrimmon able to kick it in deeper, and it's kept in now by Mullen. Mullen plays it around the boards, going for it. McGowan and Bob Sweeney. Now it's back in for Mullen behind the net. Mullen checked, and the puck rolls to Bob Sweeney. And he's able to clear it. It goes into the stands. Let's see where that faceoff is called. 2:07 left on the major against Don Sweeney. And we have 17-12 left in the third period. Boston leading 4-0. It's a power play for Calgary. Number 1 National Hockey League in power play.
Talk about a nice penalty-killing flow so far. That the Bruins have been very aggressive in their thinking. They're staying wide, moving on the puck. Bobby Carpenter's done an excellent job. He's definitely in the hunt for seventh player.
Well, you've got one shot by Calgary in just about 3 minutes.
Well, I think they had the one good play for the sure goal across the crease, and Glenn Wesley smothered that.
Makarov was open, and Wesley blocked it. On the draw, Makarov back to the point. Carpenter jams it and breaks it up on Suter. Bob Carpenter all over the ice. He's on with John Carter now, with Wesley and with Galley. Neuendijk rushes. Drops it for McGinnis. Way to Suter. And his shot deflected wide. Rolls in front. Bruins able to clear it by McGinnis. They're not allowing McGinnis to shoot.
No, they're not really paying all that much attention to him, but what they're doing is picking him up very quickly. They're shutting down the middle pretty well, and then the one guy is being very aggressive on McGinnis, so...
Third best defensive penalty killing. The Bruins in the lead. Here comes Makarov. And a sweeping check by Ray Bourque. Bourque can't clear it out, though. Now it bounces away for Bob Sweeney. Bob Sweeney almost sent Poulin on a breakaway. Poulin rushes down on Vernon. Down to 1:05 left on the power play for Calgary. 4-0 Boston. McGinnis wraps it in. Deflects now behind the net. Fought for, bounces back in front. McGinnis able to keep it in. Watched closely by Poulin. It's back in front. The shot missed the net. Marvelous opportunity for Mullen. Missed the net. Here's McGinnis. In for Mullen. Quick shot. Missed again. Jammed by Gilmore. Tied up by Lemlin. No goal, says Schick.
Net dislodged.
And Gilmore jamming. Plenty of jamming. 39 seconds left on the major. 2 shots by Calgary on the power play. A missed opportunity, though, on the best chance for Joey Mullen. Well, a lot of arguing, and that gives Mike Milbury a chance to keep Ray Bork out there.
Yeah, Ray got a nice respite there. Got to glide around, get his wind back. What a great sweep check he made. He lost his balance earlier. Right here, goes across the crease. Now bounces in Lemlin, left leg save. He reaches out. There's the Gilmore's head hit the knock the net off the moorings.
Carpenter wins it again. Bruins can't clear it yet. Failed to do it. Carter missed it. And McClellan keeps it in. Ray Bork now trying to wrap it out. McGinnis moves in deep, keeps it in, and Carpenter, a heavy hit on him. McClellan covering for McGinnis. Gives it to Suter. The shot. Blocked. The rebound. Blocked by Lemlin. Fabulous goaltending by Reggie Lemlin. And 15 seconds left as Carpenter clears it away. 10 seconds on the power play. Suter rushing. Bob Sweeney chasing. Suter breaks over the line, trying to break right in. He's broken up by Jim Weimer. Puck cleared. Weimer gets it out. Bruins back at full strength. And they have the rookie in there, Waltz, for Don Sweeney, who's, of course, tossed out of the game. Bob Sweeney back, works it over the line. Weimer able to move it in deep, takes the hit. Into the corner goes Neely. Neely trying to make the play. 4-0 Boston. Janney comes off the corner. Now drops it. Weimer fires in deep. It is Bob Sweeney holding to Neely. Neely a shot blocked by McCrimmon. Janney trying to keep it in. Can't do it. And the Flames break. Ranheim stopped by Weimer. Follow up by McCrimmon. Neely back to check the play. Trying to clear it out. Can't do it. Herdina kept it in. Now it's broken up. Had a break by Janney. With Neely, 3-on-2. Over the line, Janney holding. Fakes. Still goes behind the net. Off for Neely. Neely, a backhander and a save by Vernon. Janney set him up. 6 minutes played, third period, 4-0 Boston. And back over the line for Ranheim. Ranheim is blocked by Peterson. A lead for Carpenter. 2-on-1. Bork coming up. Over the Bork, and he couldn't quite reach it. A lead pass from Carpenter. Almost goal number 5. Herdina in the center ice over the Boston line. Into the corner. Puts it in front. It is knocked away. Bork back for it.
Rick Bork's going to get 2 minutes, I think, for interference.
Another penalty on a power play for Calgary. And it is 4-0 the Bruins. Ray Bork out for hooking.
Ray Bork in the penalty box. He just wanted to get some ice to the penalty box. It's not going to Ray. Keeps the drinks cool over there. Right there, you get to call it yourself. You knew at home when Makarov went down. Uh-oh, somebody's got to go.
Gilmore and Poulin on the draw. Bruins win it. And clear it. Wesley fired it out. The Bruins, I don't think, have lost a faceoff. Certainly not one that counted.
No, and they've done a masterful job at that.
Power play again for Calgary. And it's off to Suter. He leads the charge. In deep. Drops it. Right on the stick of Bob Sweeney. And the Bruins' Poulin breaks it out. It's good rule. They're offside at the line.
Poulin wisely let that go. That was a heads-up play.
1:29 left on the power play. Joe Mullen coming back for Suter. He drills it in. Gould trying to clear it out. Back at the point, it is kept in. Back for McGinnis. McGinnis moves it for Gilmore. His pass intercepted by Gould. 2-on-1 with Poulin. One man back, McGinnis. The shot missed by Gould as he went for it. And right back now comes Gilmore with Otto, who's played very little. And a score by Joey Mullen. Otto set up Joey Mullen for a power play goal to make it 4-1 with 12:35 left.
Had a 2-on-1, went down, missed the net. Dave Poulin got trapped, really going to get the legs to get into this play. Now the Bruins are ready. It's 4-on-2. They find the man in the slot. Joey Mullen slaps it. One-timer. Just found the hole.
Joey Mullen from Joel Otto, who has seen very little service tonight. Otto.
Not a lot of service early, but...
Well, the Bruins have been shorthanded. Well, not seven.
Almost 7 minutes. You just can't continually do that. against the best power play in the league.
Steal by Otto, but he can't convert it. And Neely works it out. Fleury moving it back. Moves it over the line. Gets it off for Johansson, the defenseman. Check, puts it in front, knocked away. Behind the net. A heavy hit by Neely on Otto. Otto comes back on Neely. They battle in the corner. Bork there. Bork digs it free. Up the center. It's a lead for Janney. Janney, a lead for Neely. Neely trying to collect it. Has to chase it. Bangs into Fleury. And Fleury now comes out with the puck. Fleury up the left wing, coming on Galley. Tries to drop it. It's broken up by Galley. Beautiful poke check there. He handled two men, Fleury and Otto, on that play. 4-1, Boston leads. Over the line comes Nieuwendyk, breaking in. The shot scores! Nieuwendyk with 11:36 left makes it 4-2.
Well, not to talk about the time. No one felt that you were going to hold the Calgary Flames to a shutout. Glenn Wesley got caught in a line change there, that's all. And he looked to the bench. Nobody was coming on. Joe Nieuwendyk just blistered a nice shot. Reggie legs open just a nudge. When they wind up like that, all you can do is freeze your own. Reggie wanted that to go to the corner. He never. He went between the legs. Joe Nieuwendyk is a goal scorer, and so is Joey Mullen.
And a
Mike
timeout.
Milbury calling a timeout.
That goal by Nieuwendyk from McCowan and McCrimmon. The earlier one by Joe Mullen from Otto and Gilmore was a power play goal. It is Boston 4, Calgary 2.
Mike Milbury, I'm sure, is telling him, take the offense to him. Don't quit skating. You got to go get yourself a goal.
Well, the Bruins did a marvelous job killing off that 5-minute major, and here comes Boston back, 3-on-2. It is Duras over the line, drops it for Poulin. He missed it. Bork able to keep it in. Suter now trying to move it out, and it's Duras coming off the corner for Brickley. Shot blocked, and he is knocked down on the play by Suter. Makarov starts it out, gives it to McCrimmon. McCrimmon, a long shot. Caught by Lemlin, drops it off for Bork. Bork chased by Herdina, drops it for Peterson. Trying to clear it out. Bruins work it out. And a lead, Duras with Poulin over the line. A shot, save, score! Poulin on the rebound! Dave Poulin is second of the night. Set up on the rebound shot of Duras to make it 5-2 Boston.
Does Mike Milbury know when to call a timeout or what? What he had there was to get the guys picking up. You're thinking to yourself, well, it's a pretty powerful hockey club. They're very explosive. Peter Duras just wipes one at Vernon. Nobody picking up Dave Poulin. And there's a little leapfrogging done there at the end. Unnecessary, but right there, Dave Poulin all alone. Suter jumps on his back, carried him for a while, but that's a big, big goal to get. This game may go to a shootout before it's over. Dave Poulin finally lit the lamp a couple of times tonight. He certainly has the ability. When he gets the knack, gets the touchback, he'll be an even bigger plus.
Over the Boston line, Gould able to clear it out. We have 10:45 left in the third period. Bruins with a 5-2 lead. Weimer breaks it up at the Boston line. Dave Christian clears it over the Calgary blue line. And McCowan starting back. Checked by Christian. Puck up to center ice. Weimer stops it. Deep forechecking by Boston. McClellan moves it out. He's checked by Carpenter, who has a goal and an assist. And Carpenter is spilled in the Calgary end as he forechecked on the play. The Flames break it out. Gilmore up the right wing side on Peterson. Checked by Peterson and hauled down on the play. Ray Bork gets control, shifts, moves it up on the right, and the Bruins break it to center ice. Driven in by Christian, and quick changes by Mike Milbury. 5-2 Boston, 2 scores by Dave Poulin. Joel Otto starts it out. He's broken up by Ray Bork. Bork from Janney for Bob Sweeney. Can't set up the play. At center ice, Neely hustles on a loose puck. Now Peterson to Neely. Line pass. Bad one. Over the line. Ranheim cuts back. Everybody inside the line. A screen shot. Knocked away by Ray Bork. Sweeney to Janney. for Bork to start it out, and a lead for Bob Sweeney, who has scored a goal. Trying to set up Neely, and the play broken up. In the center ice comes Fleury for McGinnis. Looked offside. The shot is knocked away by Lemlin as McGinnis fired. McGinnis trying to keep it in. Check. Puck floats and kept in by Makarov for a high shot. It's a long rebound. Merzen just on the ice. Takes a hit, moves it in front. Backhanded block, and out of the pack comes Bob Sweeney to clear it away. 8:50 left, third period, 5-2 Boston. Dana Merzen winding up, catching a line change. Makarov hit. Weimer trying to knock it away. Puck kept in on the boards. Intercepted by Weimer. Jim Weimer to center ice and the clear in. Hustling for it, Duras, who helped set up that Poulin goal to make it 5-2. Round the boards, Ray Bork just able to keep it in. But Duras can't set up Brickley in front. Brickley has 2 assists on the night. Ferdina to Makarov. Makarov, lot of good moves. Gets it over the line, still has it. Checked on the play, gives it to Suter. Suter in deep. A save by Lemlin. Bruins get it to Dave Poulin, who has scored 2 goals, and he works it out. Hit the linesman. Lucky there, no icing on that one. 8 minutes left, third period, 5-2 Boston. Poulin able to jam it up on the boards, and a face-off called. For Boston, 2 by Dave Poulin, Bob Carpenter, the rookie Wes Walsh, Bob Sweeney have scored the goals. Joe Mullen, Joe Neuendijk.
Well, I think the goal by Dave Poulin has sent a message here at Calgary. A lot of people looking to get out of the parking lot. 8 minutes of hockey left here, game.
I saw a game last night on television. Montreal at Detroit. 6 minutes left. Detroit leading 5-2. Montreal got 3 goals in 57 seconds.
Yeah, but they had us 2-0. We got 3 goals in 57 seconds.
Galley able to clear it out. 7:40 left, third period. At the Boston line. Gilmore can't move in. And the play called offside. It is Bruins 5, Flames 2. We're at the Saddle Dome. .30 shots, Calgary, 21 for Boston to this point. 7:37 left in the third period.
Dave Christian coming over for a little instruction. Bobby Carpenter talking to Bob Gould, getting things organized.
Flames have had about 6 minutes power play. Joe Mullen scored and in the period, and they've outshot Boston 8-5. Bruins killed off a 5-minute major. Just superb penalty killing. Christian deep on McCowan, behind the net. Carpenter in there, too. Carpenter hit, fights for it, rolls around the board. Wesley able to keep it back in. Christian looking, can't get the pass in front, wants to make a careful one anyway. Good forechecking, and finally it is broken out by McClellan. Shifts on the right wing side, up on Wesley, puts it near the net, it misses the net. Net dislodged, and we're down to 7 minutes and 1 second left in the third period. Boston leading 5-2. The Bruins 4-0 with 4 goals in that second period.
Fans are screaming for a penalty there from Gary Galley. Watch the dump across McClellan. Galley takes out Jamie McCowan going to the net. Nothing happened, to no avail. Right there. He's into the soft parts of the mesh, so.
Chicago beat St. Louis tonight, 8-3 in St. Louis, and that kind of surprises everybody. St. Louis really on a roll, and the Bruins take on Chicago Thursday night. What a game that's going to be.
What a game that's going to be. The Chicago Blackhawks are for real. Jeremy Roenick has got caught fire recently. My candidate for Rookie of the Year is Jeremy Roenick.
Otto on the faceoff with Carpenter to the right of Lemlin. 5-2 the Bruins. Carpenter wins it again in deep. And now it's knocked back near the line. Kept in. Bork was not behind Carpenter. He was over covering the man, and that's why that one didn't work for Boston. But Carpenter got the draw. Now a battle at the backboards. Peterson and Bork there jamming. Then Otto. And finally a whistle. And of course Otto would like to take Bork out of there as he wrestling around. Otto has played very little in the game. He was on a checking line at the start against the Janney line of Boston. Then when the Bruins exploded in the second period, I don't think he came out at all. But now, Crisp is using him because he set up the first goal by Joe Mullen on a power play. That made it 4-1. Nieuwendyk made it 4-2, and Dave Poulin second. A big score for Boston.
Mike Milbury has made another change here. I think very wise change. Defensively, Craig Janney missed McCrimmon at the point after they won that face-off, so he's got Bob Sweeney out there. His assignment will be to get to McCrimmon or Suter. Bobby Carpenter on the draw. Bork on the boards, covering no one. Put Ranheim in the slot behind Otto.
Watmore. A shot to save. A drive by Otto as he got it after it bounced free. And Lemlin came up with a dandy. Suter winding up now at the other end. Some marvelous saves by Reggie Lemlin, particularly in the first period. Here comes Otto to be broken up by Bork. Bob Sweeney a lead for Neely. Neely breaks with Janney. Janney open. Put it back, but Fleury was covering Neely. Neely knocked down behind the net. Janney waiting for Neely or somebody to get up. Bob Sweeney puts it all the way back to the point. Drive! And it's deflected wide. A shot by Weimer, who signaled for the pass. Otto breaks it back center ice. Checked on the play. Suter works it over the line. Suter going deep, trying to put it in front. Sprawling play by Weimer. Broke it up. Weimer to Janney. Bruins take it out carefully for a line change. And a whistle here. Let's see what's coming up. 5:46 left.
Well, he's got me thoroughly confused on that. Why he would pull
Schick blew the whistle, but
high stick possibly. As Janney dumped it in, a play must have reached up and touched the high stick.
That's exactly what it was. Janney on the flip here. Well, no, so Janney making the play for Neely.
Now, Craig Janney, anyone watching this would question, why wouldn't you shoot from there? And I have the same opinion. Shoot from there. But he wanted to find Cam Neely, who hasn't got a goal in the last couple of games.
And the faceoff in the zone. This drive missed the net, poked back out in front. Makarov able to get it. Checked by Wesley, but it's off to Herdina, the Czech player. He works it over the line. Going deep, puts it in front. Knocked away. Bruins clear it up the boards, and Wesley starts it out. Center ice. A lead for Duras. Duras breaking in. Checked on the play by Vernon. Almost had the goal with Vernon out of position. Back comes Makarov. Now to McGinnis. McGinnis slides a pass wide. Ray Bork back together. 5 minutes left in the game. The clear out by Ray Bork. It went through the crease, so it starts icing against Boston. A lead for Joey Mullen. He stopped. Oh, was the other hit by Alan Peterson. Alan Peterson caught Mullen with his head down and really belted him. Ray Bork now over the line for Gould. Gould moves it in deep. Boston leads 5-2, 4:40 left, third period. Mullen coming out, broken up by Gould on the pass, and the Bruins clear it back in. Christian is on with Carpenter. At center ice, a steal by Galley. One man back. The shot deflected by McCrimmon went wide. Christian moving it back in front. Can't set up Bob Sweeney. Sweeney has scored one of the 5 goals. Dave Poulin has 2 scores. The first and the 5th. 5-2 Boston. Gilmore now to Fleury. Cleared in. Bruins get mixed up, but able to clear it away to Janney. Janney works it free. Bob Sweeney over the line with Janney. Janney looking, tried to set up Neely. That didn't work. And Otto breaks it out. Now with Ranheim on Weimer. Drop pass Fleury. Fleury cutting in front. Upended. Score today. Fleury upended by Weimer, and they score with 3:46 left.
Reggie's upset. He is very upset. Dion Fleury. Oh, there was going to be a penalty called, a little flip shot. Jim Weimer comes deep. Now there's really 2 guys there. Now he has to take a second man. That's Fleury. Dumps across. There's the tip in front of the net. Right there, Fleury gets the shot away regardless. I think that was tipped in front of the net. They give it to Fleury.
Fleury gets the goal to make it 5-3, and we have 3:45 left. Back comes McClellan over the line. Play broken up by Poulin's back checking. Fleury from Ranheim and Otto. Juris over the line. Can't set the play. Out comes Mullen. Mullen for Gilmore. Back for Mullen. Back for McClellan. Knocked away. He kind of kicked it toward the net. And the Bruins break it back. Brickley into center ice. Spilled on the play. Gilmore gets it to Mullen. Mullen for McClellan over the line again. Juris checking the play on the boards. Bruins fight for it on the boards. Juris there. Still a battle. Rolls back. Left point. Suter. Firing. Blocked. And the Bruins clear it out. Breaking now. Brickley. Brickley over the line. Can't make the play. Trying to keep the puck in with Gould. It's checked. And away comes Makarov. Has to chase it back. 5-3 Boston. Makarov looking for skating room. Fires it in. And it is kept in. Wrapped around the boards. Galley there. Galley, Christian, and a quick clear out. 2:30 left. Third period. 5-3 Boston. Carpenter, deep forechecking. Christian in. Pounces on the loose puck. Into the corner. Can't get control. Poulin forechecking deep. Bruins, Carpenter moves in deep. And Christian. And they break it up and poke it back.
That's the way to do it.
Good forechecking and quick changes by Mike Milbury. Juris coming right back out. In the center ice, Bork breaks it up, fires it back in. 5-3 Boston, 2 minutes left. Suter for McCrimmon. Brickley and Poulin break it up at center ice. Suter to Otto. Stopped by Bork. Makarov trying to move in. Otto moves it in deep. Weimer going behind the net. Otto, Gould around the boards. McGinnis keeps it in. A shot, a save, short side by Lemlin as Otto is belted down by Bork. It is 5-3 Boston. 1:39 left. Vernon stays in the nets. Otto on the faceoff. And Carpenter for Boston. To the left of Reggie Lemlin. 35 shots for Calgary in the game.
22 for Boston.
Calgary 13 in this period, but they had the power play. 1 for 5 minutes. Marvelous defensive work by Boston.
Leon Fleury's giving it the old fake trip to the bench. Bobby Carpenter on your screen. A marvelous job of checking he's done tonight.
Fleury, a scrapper, probably the smallest player in the league. And Joel Otto, one of the biggest, and he's taking the faceoff. Fleury is out there, and McGinnis, Ranheim, McGowan, and Wesley takes time, and he gets a new
Wesley
stick.
plays the same game. You want to do it, I'll do it too. The Bruins use a defenseman over on the boards. A lot of clubs don't do that anymore.
And the puck down, and the Bruins win it. Bork to clear around and out. Marvelous work, and here's Brickley going on McGinnis, checking the play in deep. Almost set up Carpenter alone in front. 1:27 left. 5-3 Boston. Bruins deep forechecking. Finally worked out. Into center ice comes Ranheim. Over the line, the shot was saved by Lemlin. Another shot, missed the net, rolled in front. Lemlin ties it up on Ranheim, and Bork clears it around and out. 1:07 left. Vernon stays in the goal. McGinnis, a pass up to a teammate offside. We're down to 1:02. Marvelous checking by the Boston Bruins. 37 shots, but you got to figure that 6 minutes of power plays here in the third period. Big plus. 1:02 left in regulation. 5-3 Boston. The draw, 1 for Calgary. Might be the only one that Carpenter lost all night long. But he's in quick pursuit. Checks the man Suter. Knocks him down. Vernon goes out. Bruins clear it up and out of the zone. McGinnis has to start again. Vernon is out of there. Extra man on. Carpenter, Gould out there with Bob Sweeney. Mullen, Suter. 40 seconds left. Over the line. Broken up by Bork. Bork clears it out safely. 35 seconds left. Very smart play by Raymond Bork. And Suter forced back. Now Calgary on the move. From Mullen. Mullen spilled by Ray Bork. Back to get it. Galley around the boards and out. Good play by Gould. Tipped it out. 15 seconds left. 5-3 Boston. Bruins against the Stanley Cup champions of last year. And the Bruins clearly outplayed them. Mullen trying to stop that one of Bob Sweeney.
Bob Sweeney, an excellent play.
Almost lofted that backhander in.
He did. He waited for his teammate to clear the zone. Then when you dump it in like that, it was on its en route. It was going in, I believe. Joey Mullen, like a left fielder by the wall, he reaches up, stops it from going in, and nearly kills himself on the post.
2 seconds left. 5-3 Boston.
A big win for the Bruins. Sabres came back in Winnipeg, unfortunately.
Bruins go to 77 points and best record overall in the National Hockey League. As we'll have the face-off, and Bob Carpenter has to get a star in there somewhere. He had a goal and an assist. Played a tremendous game for the Boston Bruins. Wes Walz, the rookie, held out of the lineup there as the Bruins played defensively. A salute to Reggie Lemlin. A superb job. 34